Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Shaw English. My name is Mike, and today we're going to be reviewing the active and passive voice in English. Now, we've already made a good amount of videos on the passive voice, so if you haven't seen them, make sure you watch it here. Today, we are going to start with reviewing the basic grammar rule for passive voice, as well as the how and when to use the passive voice. We're going to do a ton of examples and give you so much practice. That way you are going to be masters of the passive voice. Make sure you stay until the end of the video because you will have a quiz and homework. Let's get to it. Let's review the basic grammar for the active and passive voice. We have a lovely sentence here. Dutch colonists founded New York in 1624. This is an example of a sentence that is written in the active voice. We have our doer, the Dutch colonist. We have our action, founded, as well as our receiver, New York. See, active sentences follow the subject-verb-object pattern. Again, our subject, our verb, and our object. Here is our sentence written in the passive voice. New York was founded in 1624. So in our active voice sentence, New York is the receiver and written at the end of the sentence. Well, now, in our passive voice sentence, New York is brought to the front because it is now our focus. Also, for our action, we need a to-be verb and a past participle. In the active voice sentence, we have founded, which is written in the simple past tense. Well, our to-be verb has to match with being simple past tense, so we have was and the past participle, which is founded. In 1624. I can swear something is missing though. What am I missing from this? By the Dutch colonists. We don't mention the Dutch colonist here, which is our doer. Why don't we mention the doer? As I mentioned in previous videos, sometimes when you write sentences in the passive voice, you leave out the doer because the information is unnecessary. Also, we're focusing on New York. So again, there's no reason to mention the Dutch colonists here. Let's move on to some more examples. I need your help filling these blanks. Can you help me? Of course you can. Let's read some of these sentences together. I ate the pizza. This sentence is written in the active voice. The pizza blank by me. This sentence is written, that's right, you guessed it, in the passive voice. I need to figure out what word goes in the blank. Well, the action is missing. If I look at the active voice sentence, I see that our action is ate, which is written in past tense. We remember from earlier that our action in passive voice sentences need a to-be verb as well as a past participle. So I know that since this action is written in past tense, my to-be verb also has to be written in past tense. So let's write was as our to-be verb, but we still need a past participle. So looking at our action, ate, let me think. There's eat, ate, eaten. Eaten would be our past participle. And of course, who was it eaten by? Me. The pizza was eaten by me, and it was good pizza. Let's look at our second example. The scissors, or blank the paper. This is a sentence written in the active voice. Our passive voice sentence is, the paper was cut by the scissors. Well, since we have to figure out what's in the blank for our active voice sentence, let's look at the passive one to help us with that. The paper was cut by the scissors. Well, I have my to be verb as well as our past participle. Now it's almost like we're going backwards here, right? So we know that our to be verb, or the tense of our to be verb, has to match our action in our active voice sentence. Our past participle is cut. So when I think about what our action could be, let me see, this is cut, cut, and cut. Wow. So our action in our active voice sentence is cut, because it can't be cutted, because that's not a word. So our past tense is cut the scissors, cut the paper. Whoa, good job, everyone. Let's move on to some more examples. All right, everyone, I need some help finding mistakes in these two sentences. Both of them are written in the passive voice. Let's look at the first one together. The book was wrote by Mike. Yeah, there's a mistake here. Well, I see I have my to be verb, was, but there's something about this past participle that just doesn't seem right. Well, what is the past participle of right? Let me see. There's write, wrote, written. Oh, how do we not know that? Written. The book was written by Mike. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm sure it was a good book. Our next one, the criminal was catched. Again, I see that we have our to be verb, which is was, but that feels right. But there's something about catched that doesn't. This may not be the right past participle. So let's think about the word catch. We have catch, caught, and caught. Oh, our past participle is caught. The criminal was caught, and I'm glad. Good job, everyone. Let's move on. I still need your help, everyone. Can you please help me figure out whether these sentences are written in the active or passive voice? All right, thanks. Let's look at the first one. The dog licked my face. Well, looking at this sentence, I do not see a to be verb, and my action licked is just written in past tense. This is definitely written in the active voice. The rat was studied by the scientist. Whoa, we have a lot of clues here. We can see that we have a to be verb, was, as well as, boom, we have a past participle. And by. We know that by sometimes tells us who's the doer. Well, this is definitely written in the passive voice. He kicked the ball. I don't see a to be verb here. And kick, saying it's written in the past tense. He kicked the ball. This is definitely written in the active voice. And our last one, all the patients were interviewed. Well, we can see the word were. This is a to be verb, as well as a past participle. There is no doer, so we also know that that's normal for passive voice sentences. All right, we did a good job again. Let's move on to some more examples. Okay, everyone, Let's match the tenses in these active and passive voice sentences. Let's start here with this active voice sentence. I am cleaning my room. The passive voice sentence of that is, my room is blank by me. I can see that I have a to be verb is, but I'm not done. It's incomplete. Well, if I look at my action in the active voice sentence, we have cleaning. Cleaning is written in the present continuous tense. I know from earlier that my to be verb has to match with the same tense. So my room is being. Oh, that's a great to be verb to use. Being, but I'm missing the past participle. In our action, in the active voice sentence, we have cleaning. So we have clean, cleaned, cleaned. My room is being cleaned by me. Awesome. We're halfway there. Our next sentence, written in the active voice, I have made a cake, and it's a good cake. The passive voice sentence of that is, a cake has blank made by me. Well, just like before, we have our to be verb, but it's incomplete. We still have to finish it. So let me look back at the active voice sentence to try and help and see if I can figure this out. I have made a cake. This seems, this is written in the present perfect tense. And I know that my to be verb has to match in the passive voice sentence as well. So a cake has been. A cake has been made by me. Wow. Good job, everyone. Let's move on. Okay, students, let's see if we can find the mistakes written in these sentences. Both are written in the passive voice. Your package will be delivering. Ooh, something doesn't seem right. Your package will be delivering. This part seems like it's great. It's delivering. That one seems a little bit odd. I can see that I know it's written in the passive voice, and I have a to be verb, and this is future tense. This past participle is wrong. So I know the verb is delivered. All right, let's look at our next one. I has been punished by the teacher. Ooh, something doesn't feel right with this sentence at all. So from here, from our action on to our doer, we can see that this part is correct. I has been. I think we have the wrong to be verb here. So instead of saying has, we're going to write I have. I have been punished by the teacher. Good job, everyone. Let's move on. For our final example, let's review using the passive voice for academic writing. Here we have a sentence written in the active voice. In this study, I conducted a survey. Whenever you are doing academic writing, it's important to leave out words such as I or me. So you can switch from the active voice to the passive voice. A survey was conducted by me. Again, we want to avoid using words such as I or me because we are not the focus. We want to focus more on the topic, and in this case, the survey. So we're going to cross out by me, add a period, and have a survey was conducted. Now that sounds great. Let's move on. Wow, fantastic review, everybody. You did a great job. Now I know that you're becoming masters going from the active voice to the passive voice. But you're not quite done yet. You still have some homework to do. Everybody loves homework, right? I would like for you to change this sentence into the passive voice. Mike taught the passive voice. Again, change this sentence into the passive voice and put it in the comments below. Also, you have a quiz. You will find a link in the description. If you really enjoyed this video, hit the like button as well as subscribe to see more lessons taught by me. But until the next video, I will see you all later. Bye.